Like the sound of this episode? The Sound Boutique can help with your show too, from fixing problem audio all the way through to producing full shows. Visit thesoundboutique.com today to start a conversation. The link is in the show notes.
Hello, I'm Sam Sethi. I'm CEO of TrueFans, which is a new podcasting app. I'm also the co-host of Podnews Weekly with James Cridland. And today I'm going to give you a tip about, well, I'd say the production of a podcast. I've been building TrueFans for about 2 years. It's a brand new podcasting 2.0 platform, and it uses all the new podcasting tags. How did I get into podcasting? That's very cool. Actually, I started off in the first wave of podcasting, doing a few podcasts way back. And then, like many people, I got bored of it all. It didn't really seem to be going anywhere. A bit like blogging. I started blogging, then gave up. But I then got back into radio and I started doing a radio show. And then I led from doing a radio show to a more interview-based radio show. But it wasn't really what I wanted because the radio had a very fixed structure. So I got into podcasting. I started a podcast called Sam Talks Technology, and I did over 100 shows in that. That then led me pre-COVID to doing a podcast festival sadly called the Podcast Festival. Not very original, but I did have some amazing guests. Kara Swisher from the New York Times, George the Poet, the award-winning podcaster here in the UK, Dan Snow, James Cridland, and many more. So that was very, very exciting to do something I'd never done, which was an online conference around the globe. That led me to partnering with James to start Podnews Weekly and get involved in the podcasting 2.0 market. And through that, I had the itch to start to build my own platform, as I say, TrueFans. And so for the last 2 years, that's what I've been doing. The thing I love about podcasting is that it is this moment. It's the human to human connection. In a world of AI, we need more human to human connection. And podcasting has that authenticity. It has that real feel of being connected to another human. Now, you might be listening to me in your ears, in your car, or from your laptop at the desk that you work at. It doesn't really matter where you are. But we are now one-to-one connected, and whatever we're talking about here will now resonate with you. And again, that's something that I feel AI can't do. The big tip is very simple: consistency and persistency. That is the key to podcasting. You will find an audience if you have something interesting to say, and that audience, though, gives you permission to be in their ears at a particular time every week. So if you happen to produce your podcast on a Thursday at 10 a.m. every week, that is when that audience will give you their time and attention. And if you miss that and you mess around with their timings and you produce it on a Friday or a Saturday or a Monday, they will soon give up on you and find another podcast. So my big tip is be consistent in the time you produce and persistent. It takes time to build an audience. Where can you find me? Very simple. I'm at Sam Sethi nearly everywhere. So X, LinkedIn, Facebook. But you'll find me more often now on a platform called Mastodon, which is an alternative to Twitter. So if you want to find out more about this technology, though, of course, go to truefans.fm or you can go to podcastindex.org. And thanks for listening to the Podcasting People. Speak to you soon.
Hi everyone. If you're enjoying the show and have appreciated the tips and experience being shared with you, maybe consider leaving a one-off tip to support production, including the hosting, the booking, the marketing, the recording, the editing, and every other aspect of making a show like this. You can do that by visiting podcastingpeople.uk/support or via the link in the show notes. Thanks for listening.